Hey, this is Odeko, and let's play some Geoguessr today. So I am not the world's greatest Geoguessr player. I'm a fan of geography and I'm interested in it. And I like playing Geoguessr, but I definitely am still in the process of learning a lot of the fine details that make you actually good at this game. I mostly just look around and see if I can find a sign that says which city we're in, and if not, I guess. So we're gonna we're gonna work on improving some of these skills and jump into it. So I've played a lot of GeoGuessr multiple years ago before they added a lot of these new features. So I have not done all that much with things like the campaign and a lot of the different maps they have. I do like it. I like that it adds a lot of variation to when you're playing. So that's fun. But I probably have spent, I would say, less than an hour total in the campaign features. I mostly remember playing from many years ago. So still figuring it out a little bit, but I'm excited to jump in. Jump into medium here. I think I was looking at it. Looks like you need to play a few more rounds to unlock hard mode. So start with medium here. Already level 15 just from the few times I've messed around with the campaign feature before. Cool. So yeah, each round it gives you one of three options here of what it's going to show you and what where it's going to place you. Let's see. Let's start with city squares. That seems like a good one to start with. Gives a little hint down here. The square's central memorial commemorates those fallen in the First World War. That looks like that says Canada, which would be very helpful. Royal Bank of Canada, Canadian flag. I found that in a very strange order. Sure, the Canadian flag I should have noticed immediately. This looks like. So the problem with Canada is that Ottawa is not the biggest city by far. So these I'm kind of getting an Ottawa vibe because this doesn't it's not like we're in downtown Toronto or somewhere that's where there'd be skyscrapers everywhere. But these like big government buildings are kind of giving me center of government. So my first thought is probably, I can't really read what that says. Obviously Confederation, but I'm not sure what the rest says. Yeah, my thought here is if there's going to be a World War II monument, these kind of, it looks like government buildings. Just seeing if there's any other clues here that we'd be in Ottawa. I don't know my sports teams. I don't know if there's a famous Dragons sport team. OC Transport, Ottawa City. Are we thinking that's what OC is? Let's give it a shot here. Let's scroll in. So we're in some sort of like, oh, scroll out. That also says Capital. Oh, OC right there as well. Yeah, we're in some sort of like park or central square. Where would this be? Do we have a street sign anywhere? Not really, but this is kind of interestingly shaped, this triangle here. I feel like if we're in Ottawa, I hopefully should be able to find that. It said Square Central Memorial commemorates. I don't know. I don't know if it would be green on the map, unfortunately. That's the... Oh, Canadian War Museum. That's promising. Do we see a river? Doesn't look like we see a river. It's going to be somewhere here. I only have 14 seconds here. Not sure if I'll be able to find the exact spot. Federation Park? No, I don't think so. Wait. Nope. That was the... I think I moved it at the last second. Where was it? Oh, no, I was right to move it at the last second. I saw Veterans Monument and I clicked and then I read the whole thing. I was like, oh, Aboriginal veterans. That's probably not where we are. But I was right down the street. Okay, I'm glad I changed that last minute. 280 yards. I wish I had been able to find it exactly since I knew the city, but I guess I should stop waffling about once I have a pretty good idea of the city. For some reason, I want to like double check and find somewhere else that confirms it, but that's kind of silly. Interesting. I don't know what turbo mode is. 10 locations, 10 seconds each. Guess within the. Okay, that's fun. I'm here. Gotta go quick. Oh, I know this one. Senegal. Dakar. Okay, I don't need to go that quick. This is Jerusalem. This is somewhere in this area. Oh, I got Swedish. I actually have seen that exact round before when I was messing around. This looks like I want to say a Monaco. Oh, this is cool. What would this be? Florida? Nope, California. Is that Russian? It looks. Nope. I mean, it was Cyrillic, but okay, this is Albania. I need to not zoom in as much. I want to find the exact spot. Machu Picchu. Does that mean that means I got it right? I think because I had already gotten 2 wrong and it said there were 10 total. That was fun. That's a fun game mode. Castles, stadiums, food named by locations. I feel like castles is probably one of the harder ones because I don't know many castles. They kind of oftentimes look the same, so I just vaguely click somewhere in Western Europe and hope I'm right. The food name by locations is interesting. It's like plops you somewhere where there's a famous food. Oh, Brussels sprouts. Well, that's pretty easy. The clue there I feel like gives it away. But yeah, that's a good example. It gives you somewhere that has a food named after it. In one of my test runs, it gave me a small town in Mexico that apparently had a hot sauce named after it, which I was not familiar with the hot sauce, but was still able to find the town just based on street signs. But it's a cool concept. Okay, we're on Lombard Street, and that also says Lombard Street. But yeah, this little clue. Sometimes it's like kind of out of my vision, so I don't even remember to check it. But it can be very helpful in situations like this because obviously this looks like Europe, but this would not immediately scream Brussels to me without that clue. Can't. Quarter to center. Quartier to center. Oh, well, that would be helpful if I didn't already know it was Brussels. It definitely says Rue de Lombardstraat. I was like, I just didn't see the Rue part, so I was confused for a second. What else am I looking at? I don't know if I'm just gonna find it from scrolling in. With less than a minute to go. So is there something else I can see here? I feel like this street sign's got to be helpful. Grand Place, the Central Marketplace. Here we go. That is to the west, so we are east of this at least. But where? Do we see a Lombard Street? Square Beaux-Arts. If we can find that, at least I know it be between 2 things. But I don't know. It's somewhere where I'm definitely close. 500 yards. Oh, see, I don't. That's not fair. That shouldn't give me a perfect score. I was in the right city and at the right vague district, but I wouldn't call that a perfect score. Okay, it was a big one. I should have been able to find that. Cool, correct country streak. So if I get the right country several times in a row. Historical buildings. It might be pretty easy, but I do enjoy historical buildings. Barry. This is definitely giving. This building has the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so I'm thinking this is Philadelphia. That would make sense to me. I don't know who Barry is. I don't know if there's really any other clue. Oh, here we go. Doesn't really help. Can I read that? Nope. Yeah, it seems like I'm assuming from the hint that it would be Philadelphia. That would make some amount of sense. I guess the Declaration of Independence could have been signed somewhere like Boston or New York, but I don't. My number one guess is Philadelphia, and there's not really any other any clues to go otherwise that I can see. Let me put it down here. So I think all the Philadelphia stuff, like all of the old town, anywhere where a big colonial hall like this would have been on this side of in between these two rivers. Here's the city hall. Franklin Square. I feel like that's a good. Well, if it were Franklin Square, then surely this wouldn't be Barry. Unless Barry's a nickname for Benjamin that I'm unaware of. Washington Square. All right, we're getting. Okay, this has got to be it. Yep. John Barry, Independence Square. Perfect. Got there. Let's guess. 8 yards. Nice. All right, feel pretty good about that one. Museums, restaurants. Restaurants seems interesting. I wonder how obscure it would be. Pick cool architecture. Love the windows. Okay, French. I'm assuming that means we're in France. Fabrique en France. Yeah, everything's in French, obviously. The Maison Pic is a hotel that features a restaurant with 3 Michelin stars. The French really started the Michelin Guide and then awarded any old restaurant in a hotel 3 stars. This is outrageous. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's delicious. I will follow the Michelin Guide religiously when I travel. I will certainly look up any affordable restaurants that have stars and go there. I'm pro Michelin Guide. Got a little Church of the Holy Sepulchre ladder up there. I'm struggling to find any more clues other than hopefully we're in Paris, because I don't see any street signs. The resolution isn't quite good enough to read a lot of this. I mean, I see street signs, but it's hard to read. Cité Le Passage. I don't think that might be the name of that alleyway, but that would not be that helpful. All right, I am striking out on finding more clues, so we're gonna go somewhere in Paris. It doesn't look like it's right in the middle of the city, so I'm gonna say somewhere a little ways away. But Paris isn't like super dense. It's not like New York where skyscrapers as far as the eye can see. So doesn't help honestly all that much. All right, there we go. Darn it. I'm not sure what clue I could have seen. If there were any clues that I could have found out which city we were in. I was struggling to find signs to see there, but still have the country street going. A little disappointing I didn't get the city correct. Beaches, towers, food name by location. It really loves trying to get me to do this food name by locations. I do want to do towers. See, why couldn't that last French guess be as easy as this one? This is outrageous. I have been to this spot. It is fun when you find a GeoGuessr location that you've been to. So the tower is to the northwest. So I think we are here, even though this says it's McDonald's, and it does not appear to be a McDonald's in the picture. But I think that's the right. It's got to be the right location. Because we got crosswalk. Yeah, it's got to be right there. I guess they have since built a McDonald's in this tower since this picture was taken. Cool, got the country streak. Let's continue. All right, it's desperate. I got to do the food by name by locations. It won't leave me alone. Blank beef is among the most tender meat in the world. Wagyu beef. This certainly looks like Japan. That architecture. Poco. It's a fun name. Oh yeah, definitely. These sort of Japanese overpass, Japanese characters. I think I know where Wagyu is. It's somewhere on the southern coast, sort of in the Hiroshima area, something like that. Or, oh, am I thinking of Kobe beef? I think I was thinking of Kobe. But then also this might be Kobe. I guess I don't really know what the difference between Wagyu and Kobe are. Is there any... I don't know if I'm going to get any more clues. The Japanese, especially outside of Tokyo, they do not put as much English on their signs as a lot of other countries. So I'm a little out of luck here. Nippon Express. I'm going to go with Kobe. Because I know where this is and I don't know where Wagyu is. And Wagyu also might not be the name of a city. It might just be like a Japanese word for really nice beef. We're probably on this central highway. This seems about right size. Let's see if we can find like... There's not even like a good brand. I guess I could look for this Poco. I don't know what that is. It's probably a hotel, although it kind of looks like an apartment complex, which would be unfortunate because it would not show up if it were like condos or apartments. That doesn't tend to get highlighted on Google. Oh, we are next to a park of some kind. Okay, does this road go? The road goes northeast to southwest. So maybe we are like here and this is... Yeah, this park to our south. I'm decently happy with this guess. Let's give it a shot. Oh, not quite. Again, perfect score. I don't fully agree with the perfect score. I feel like perfect, it should have to be perfect. Cool. Okay, so I got a trading card here. Let's check it out. I said, like I said, I did a test run of this yesterday, and I got 2 trading cards in my test game, and this was one of the 2 cards I got. What the heck? I've only gotten 3 cards, and 2 of them are the same. Let's continue. But yeah, the cards are fun. They're like little GeoGuessr meta clues on trading cards. I think it's a fun concept. I'm curious why there seem to be so few cards that I'm already getting repeats, but I like the idea behind it, certainly. Let's do... museum seems fun. Seems kind of difficult. Ooh, I love the architecture of this one. Smithsonian information. Okay, well, I was going to say I'm going to guess we're in DC, and then I continued swiveling the camera. I know, yeah, obviously it said Smithsonian, so pretty obvious we're going to be in DC. The monument is to the southwest, so we're like, oh wait, this is the actual building. So it'll be right there. And then, yep, we're right at that intersection. Perfect. 13 yards. Pretty happy with that. Let's try and go up. I'm going to go up to level 30 in this video. I don't know when you unlocked hard mode. I would like to unlock hard mode because some of these are a good challenge, especially the the ones that don't put you directly next to the Washington Monument. Those are a good challenge, but some of these other ones are pretty easy. So it'd be nice to go up to hard mode at some point. I'm not sure when I unlock that. Library sounds difficult. I don't know many famous libraries, so this could be fun. Well, I do know where the Flatiron Building is. So this is somewhere NYC. I like this public square. I don't know where the library is. Which of these buildings is the library? Well, anyway, maybe the library will be clear on the Google Maps. The Flatiron Building, here we go. Okay, we're right next to Madison Square Park. We're probably on this like thin part of this wedge here, I think. Yeah, because the building's to the south. Do we see this We Are Nuts stand? Love the name. That's probably that. So we're probably here-ish. Oh. Was that not? Am I very silly? And that was not the Flatiron Building? Hold on. Oh, what did I do? I wanted to... Oh, okay. I wanted to check my work, but I unsuccessfully did not open up the Google Maps to that location. I'll have to figure out how to do that so I can look around afterwards. Let me just pull it open on a different window here because I am curious. Oh gosh. Let me pull it open here. I'm very perplexed because that felt like that was right where we were. Oh, maybe that isn't the same building. No, it definitely is. Scammed. This is a scam. This is the right spot. It was the wrong spot on the map. It was like, there's a park next to us. The Flatiron Building was there. What? Surely that was right. No, it said we were over here. I mean, I think it still gave me a perfect score. I'm not mad about it, but I was so confident of that when it was multiple blocks off, I was very perplexed. It really loves this food name by locations one. I do like the historical buildings, though. I think that's fun. Housing over 1.5 million items, this museum acts as a historical vessel of Scandinavian culture. Okay, it said Scandinavian, but... Well, Paris of the North. Is that... I feel like Paris of the North is maybe the name for Stockholm? It's probably either Stockholm or Oslo. I don't think it would be any others. Sorry, Helsinki. No offense. But it's probably... Yeah, ABBA the Museum. Gotta be Stockholm. Now the question is, can we... Well, I was going to say, can we find this? But it's in a big public square. We can probably find it. Can we see... Can see a river to or a fjord or whatever the body of water in Stockholm's called to the northeast. Hmm. Is this okay? Well, it's definitely called the Nordska Museet. So that's what I'm looking for, but I have not been to Stockholm. It looks every time it shows up on GeoGuessr, it looks incredibly amazing. It looks so beautiful. Love to visit. Um, it's funny that this is called the Paris of the North because yesterday in the test game I got tricked because it plopped me down somewhere. There weren't really any signs I could read. I guessed Paris and it ended up being Stockholm. So there you go. I guess it's I guess the names are true. Where would this be? So I'm wrong. I'm right here. I should be looking. There's definitely a body of water. There's some cool tower over there too. But yeah, it's on the like just south of a body of water somewhere. Having a hard time finding the specific spot. I just don't know Stockholm that well. Hmm. Oh, okay. Up on this island. Got it. Didn't quite get it right, but got the city at least. Okay. Two stadiums. Let's see if we can get all three stadiums. I'm not going to click it yet. Let's do food name by location. This type of barbecue is done by frying various ingredients on a big griddle. What would that be? This is a cool looking enormous square. What the heck? Is that Cyrillic? Oh, is this Ulaanbaatar? Is it Mongolian barbecue? Yeah, that looks like. Yeah, I think that's the Mongolian flag there. This is a wild looking city. Is that a Genghis Khan astride both entrances of the. And is this Genghis Khan too? Do we got three Genghises? Maybe not. Surely there are other people in Mongolian history that rode horses. But at least one of those has got to be Genghis Khan. I'm putting my foot down. Where would this square be? Genghis Khan Garden. Love to see it. Uh, I know I was the one who decided that it's probably Genghis Khan on the horse, but what would this giant square even look like? This has got to be like the center government because that building is so huge. Or like a giant museum or something, but some big public building that. Oh, here we go. This has got to be it. Cool. Hey, Genghis Khan Square. I was right. Parliament of Mongolia, government building. Genghis Khan statue. We are so well. Maybe that's inside the building. I guess. I can't confirm that those two are Genghis Khan, but I can confirm that that one is. I'm happy with that. One of the things I need to get better at doing is I always forget to look at the compass until I've already been scrolling through. It would have been helpful to realize, oh, this square's oriented north to south. But very happy, got the right spot there. Get another trading card. All right, no dupes. Okay, this was the other trading card I got yesterday in my test game. Maybe you get them in a specific order, and I've somehow reset the order. But hopefully now no more repeats. But yeah, see, it says if you are in a cornfield, it gives you hints. You should guess Iowa, Illinois, or Indiana. So I think that's a fun collectible. I just wish I hadn't gotten two repeats out of the four cards that I've gotten so far. Country flags. That's a fun concept. Put you somewhere you can see a flag. Ooh, it's gonna put me to the test. I'm definitely sure this one is Thailand, but I would be embarrassed if it put me in front of a flag that I didn't recognize. Obviously, the language and the amazing temples are helpful as well. I love this kind of Thai architecture. So striking. This has got to be Bangkok. Now, where in Bangkok we are? That's a good question. Oh, Ministry of Defense. That's a. I guess that does explain all the cannons out front. Yeah, more evidence we're in Bangkok because the Ministry of Defense would certainly be in the capital. I don't know. There's just so many. Thailand like has too many of these beautiful, amazing temples that I can't narrow it down to just one based on just seeing the top of. Hmm. Let's see here. I said, I need to start checking the directions sooner. So the temple's to the west, Ministry of Defense is to the east. I don't think it'd be. Oh, this seems like a potential spot. Territorial Defense Command. Come on. You tell me it's not that? With this. I don't know. I just don't see the exact. Like. It doesn't line up perfectly, unfortunately. It seems close. Oh, here we go. There we go. There it is. We got there. 2 yards. Nice. 26. Yeah, I'll pause it at level 30 here. Getting close. Double libraries. The library was interesting. I mean, sometimes the library is interesting. Sometimes it tells you directly what city you're in. So we are in Monaco, which I think is, yeah. Is that the media library? Instead of the bibliothèque, the mediathèque? Are there any other clues? Otherwise, this just seems like a pretty standard street. Not that Monaco is particularly big. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So the street is running north to south. There's a church on one side. There's a library on the other. We're not right on the coast. Honestly, the fact that the street runs pretty darn north to south and is straight does help a lot in Monaco. There, a lot of the streets are pretty wobbly. I want to find it. Like, I feel like surely we have enough to find it. It's a little silly because it gives you a perfect score if you even, like, if I got the right country and the country is Monaco, it would give me a perfect score because the range is pretty large. But I don't know. I still I wanna strive for greatness here. I want to impress everybody with the fact that I was able to find the right street in Monaco that has this library on it. I keep coming back here because it's like the only place that has. Here, oh, bibliothèque. Oh, come on, give me that library. It's right there. Wait, the library is to, yeah. I mean, that would match, except it's the wrong library. Videotech. Oh, there's another one. This is the most libraries per capita anyone's ever seen. I'm gonna try this one. All right, I'm guessing. I can't keep staring at it. Yeah, I was gonna. I felt like it was. That felt so right that it's like maybe it's just this is like a part of this other library. I'm not sure, but got it. Cool. Oh, I did like Turbo Med. Let's do it. Oh gosh, that's somewhere Southeast Asia. Darn it. Oh my gosh, this is putting flag knowledge. I think that's yeah, Palestinian flag, Easter Island. Oh, can I find it? There we go. This is somewhere in Russia. Gee, okay, that's glad it has such a large. Okay, New Zealand, Nice, Sagrada Familia. Is that Berlin or somewhere similar? This is somewhere in Southeast Asia. This Venice. Cool. I can't feel pretty good about that. Would like to get 10 out of 10, but felt good about that. I have not done beaches yet. I've done both these other ones. Country flags I feel like pretty easy. Let's try beaches. That could be difficult. This island is a tourist destination for millions of people yearly. This island. It feels... Yes. This sign is like short-circuiting my brain. I'm trying to figure out, like, just vibe-wise, I was like, oh, this kind of looks like Oahu. But then this does not look like an American sign. Neither does that. Okay, it's definitely not Oahu. These palm trees, I don't really think of... I don't know how many palm trees there are in, like, the Mediterranean. That's just something I don't know. This feels so palm heavy. Cool church there. Really cool church there. Yeah, I'm gonna rule out Oahu from that. This has got to be Mediterranean. I'm thinking this is Majorca. I just these languages don't do like they don't. I've never seen a word that looks like that before. I just have no idea what language it's. But Congresos. That could be Spanish. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. I really hope it's Majorca. Millions of people would go there. It's definitely not like, it kind of looks like a well, I don't even know if that is. I was gonna say vibes wise it kind of could be Greek, but you obviously get Greek letters on the signs. So it's gotta be somewhere in the West. I believe. And the city seems big enough that it could be Palma. Those giant churches were very impressive. Surely we could find those giant churches if I'm not 100% off base of where we are. Oh, all right. Running out of time. Hopefully, it's going to be embarrassing if I'm nowhere close to right. Okay, good. I was losing confidence rapidly. Oh, I'm that's silly. Of course we were right on the water. I don't know why it was the beach section. I was so busy like looking for the churches I forgot to put us there. But that was cool. I loved those like looming cathedrals. All right, I've been dodging it. We got to try castles. Oh, this is fun. This is one of the few castles I could recognize on site. All right. Got Magic Kingdom here. Yeah, I a lot of the European castles I just don't know that well. Um, but honestly, since we're in the this game mode, it's not the most difficult. I'm like struggling to find where Magic Kingdom is on this sign. That's the Walt Disney World Resort. This like sprawl. Oh, here we go. Magic Kingdom Park. Then where's the castle? I think we're here based on the planters and the. It's been a long, long time since I've been here, but yeah, there would be the castle to the north. Okay, cool. So we're like there-ish. Perfect. Very happy with that. Not the most difficult. I think religious places could be fun. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral. Love the clock, the asymmetrical clock embedded in that circular detail. That's fun. Now where are we? Somewhere Queen Elizabeth II Center. So probably London. Got a big granite pillar there. These could be Londoners. This feels like a. I don't know. There's so many, like that's the crazy thing about Europe is that they have these enormous cathedrals and scattered across the country. So it's like just because it's this big, impressive, beautiful building doesn't mean that it's necessarily in London. I don't really see any other clues. UK flag, Ukraine flag. Can't read that. Doesn't have the name of the cathedral on it or anything. All right. Is this Westminster Abbey? From the little Google icon, this appears like it may be Westminster Abbey. Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, and then this would be the. Yeah, so it's that that all seems to line up pretty well. Let's do it. Perfect. Probably should know what Westminster Abbey looks like off the top of my head, but all right, are we going to get another repeat? Oh, we didn't. This is not the prettiest flag that I've ever seen. Illinois. Not sure what's going on with that. Illinois is the only state where the background is completely white, making it possible to identify even if the state text is not visible. That is useful. That is a useful piece of information. Don't love the flag though. It's got kind of the issue of a lot of state flags, which is this: they just plopped the crest on there and called it a day. I'm like, nobody's going to care about this. All right, level 30. I'm gonna pause it after this. Let's do one more. Let's end. I thought religious places was fun. Let's end on religious places. All right, this is definitely St. Peter's. should be a nice 5,000 point one here. We're right in this square here. Oh, I gotta visit St. Peter's. This is very high on my list of places to get to. Should be right there. A little closer. Perfect. 13 yards. Awesome. All right. I'm gonna pause it there, but thanks for joining me, and we'll keep going to the next one. I maybe I should look up how to unlock hard mode, because if I've already unlocked it, I don't want to just keep forging forward. But we'll keep pressing until we get there. Thanks a lot.